first time in months, I did a thrift store record haul. I spent 12 bucks, I got 12 records. It's always a learning experience. So I'm gonna start with one that I'm sure you all recognize, but I buy it every time I see it. I don't know why. Whipped Cream and Other Delights, Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. If there's one thing that you see a lot of at the thrift store, it's Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. I don't know, this is my second one now. I keep buying them as I see them. Maybe one day I'll tile a whole wall or a whole room with those record covers. I don't know. Not a big fan of Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass, to be honest, and I did spin this and I'm like, yeah, elevator music, whatever. I just keep thinking of that B song. The Baja Marimba Band, Heads Up. I'll tell you this right now, the cover and the guys playing on here look a lot cooler than the music actually is. This is Herb Alpert striking again. This was a band that he put together. They recorded a bunch of songs that sound basically like Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. But like I said, the cover looks cool. Bunch of bad-looking cowboys, got this little prostitute naked thing in the corner, and these guys, they just look mean. They look rough and tough, and you're like, oh, I'm in for some cool cowboy music. I'm all in for it, and it sucks. Thought I'd learn some Italian. I got Rapid Italian. This thing, pretty solid vinyl. I thought it might be a 78 at first, but it's not. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be learning any Italian quickly. I'm pretty disappointed. This is less than 25R through like 80R. There must have been a bunch of records in this set. I don't know why I picked up a couple Exercise albums. First of all, didn't feel weird getting this one. Exercise with Gloria and her 6 daughters. I thought there might be something weird and quirky on this, but it's just 1, 2, 3, kick, and very sleepy kind of music. Got another one, Good Housekeeping, Plan for Reducing through Exercise and Sports. I thought of immediately the kind of music, like the song and dance stuff that the Golden Girls would do. Very sleepy, lots of charts and diagrams. Hawaii Calls, 1960. Love me some good Hawaiian music. Gotta say that this had a lot less ukulele on it than I was expecting, so that was disappointing. A lot of slide guitar, but all in all, very relaxing. There were a couple really cool tracks. They have some native percussion and chanting kind of things going on that I can dig. All in all, I think I'll keep this one, just very relaxing. This one grabbed my attention right away. I like the quirky kind of things going on. Year of the Ear, Volume 1, The New Models. I thought this might be like a car promo record, which those can be really funny from like a car manufacturer. This is a rare collection of greatest hits before the fact from Electra Asylum Records, 1977. There are some cool tracks on here. Tom Waits, Step Right Up. Booker T and the MGs, a couple tracks off of there. And the artwork is super cool. I couldn't find anything out about, I think his name's Peter Green. I thought he drew for Mad Magazine. That's kind of what it looks like. Great illustrations in here. Couldn't find anything out about the artist. Godspell. I have no idea what's going on with this. Looked it up. This is a Christian musical from the early 70s. Listen to it and it's very sing-songy. Very strange, very weird. It has some cool-ish moments, but then it just gets all cheesy. A child's introduction to grown-ups. Oops, now I've done it. I'm not allowed to listen to this, but I did. Jack Gilford. I'm sure I should know who that is. Looks kind of creepy to me to be leaving with your kids, but it is fun. It's clever. A lot of fun kids songs about them interacting with their parents, and he's kind of playing the cool guy who's like, oh, parents aren't cool. They make you do all these things and have all these rules. So, you know, kind of a fun listen. Something I'll definitely play for my kids. I think they'll dig it. I like buying comedy albums whenever I can find them. This is more of Bud Fletcher and Cyprien Robespierre? I don't know. This is America's foremost Cajun entertainer. So I picked it up. Apparently this guy had a big following. I think this is 1961. I can't find out a whole lot about this guy at all. This is definitely from an age when comedy was a much slower burn. Takes a longer time to develop the jokes. This is some guy named Bud Fletcher who does this Cajun character and he goes out and does comedy, or he did. Pretty cool piece of history. Uh-oh, more of the Van Impies. This is hi-fi accordion and voice with Jack and Roxella. It's the return of Jack Pac-Man MP, I'll just say I'm gonna leave this one for later. This is the United States Air Force Band, A Symphony in the Sky, Around the World with 80 Men. Now, I enjoy listening to this kind of thing. I did so much digging about this one in particular because I just wanted to find out what year it was from. So I looked, not sure what's going on with this cover picture, if it's supposed to be 3D or the photographer was just really, really bad. It's probably late 50s, early 60s. And as I was Googling the names of the conductors, I found this cool picture of President Kennedy holding a pressing of one of the Air Force Band records in 1962. This was less than a year before he was assassinated. And it is extra cool that I'm making this video on Memorial Day. I truly am grateful for the men and women who were brave enough to lay down their lives so I could enjoy freedoms, like collecting a ton of records and drinking way too much coffee. Speaking of coffee, though, I got this free sampler. I saw this come up on Facebook. Free sampler, Wilderness Coffee, just pay shipping. Ended up, I got 3 of these little packets, paid about $7 for shipping, so still, I paid pretty well for these. I'm gonna try the Brazilian variety right now. I think I got Ethiopian and Honduran also, but Brazilian, haven't had some of this for a while. I'm gonna go make a cup and tell you what it's like. Smells earthy. Even the beans, this was whole bean, the beans smelled sort of earthy, a little bit fruity, earthy thing going on. So here is Wilderness Coffee Brazilian. Yeah, nice, rich, earthy flavor. Some good, almost a cocoa sort of feel. That's some good coffee. This is a very, very environmental company. They plant a tree every time you buy a bag of coffee. Everything is 100% compostable. Wilderness, man, yeah, I'm impressed. It was so refreshing to get out, do a thrift store hunt for records, and enjoy some good coffee again. I'll have links down below to Wilderness Coffee. I'll also have links to my Instagram account where I post all kinds of pictures of mostly records, sometimes the coffee I'm brewing. Thank you again for watching. Give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you're spinning, what you're listening to, what you're drinking. And let me know if you're looking forward to getting out and doing some thrift store record digging. It's always fun. We'll see you again next time.